ModCon Boilers and Combis, Episode 61 of the Gas Service Animated Series. A modulating condensing boiler promises 90+ efficiency, and it can deliver, but only if the system gives it cool return water. A ModCon piped and set up like a 1970s boiler is just an expensive way to not condense. The water side is the whole game. Here's the physics in one line. The extra efficiency is latent heat, recovered when the water vapor in the flue condenses. And that only happens when the return water is below the flue's dew point, around 130 degrees. Return at 160 and the flue never condenses. The boiler runs like a conventional one. Cool returns are the product. That's why outdoor reset matters. The control reads outdoor temperature and slides the supply temperature down as the weather warms. The house still heats, the emitters run cooler, the returns come back below the dew point, and the boiler condenses for most of the season instead of almost never. Set the curve to the emitters, not to habit. The heat exchanger also needs protected flow, which is why you'll see primary-secondary piping, closely spaced T's, or a low-loss header separating the boiler loop from the system loop. The boiler circulates what it needs no matter what zones do. Choke its minimum flow and you get flashing, kettling, and short cycling. A combi adds domestic hot water through a plate heat exchanger with priority. Heat pauses, the plate makes shower water on demand. In hard water, that plate scales, and the symptom is a shower that drifts and fluctuates while the heating side still works. Descaling the plate is routine service, same discipline as the tankless. Condensing means condensate, acidic, steady, and code-regulated. It runs through a trap the boiler needs clean, a block trap is a lockout, then through a limestone neutralizer where required, then to an approved drain in corrosion-resistant pipe. Check the trap and refill the neutralizer as part of every service. Annual service is where mod-cons live or die. Inspect the burner and the heat exchanger. Clean the condensate trap. Check the ignition and flame sense electrodes because scale and oxide on a mod-con's electrodes are a classic no-light. And finish with a combustion analysis dialed to the manufacturer's targets. These are sealed, tuned machines, and the analyzer is how you tune them. The common calls in order: blocked condensate, lockout, scaled or fouled electrodes, ignition failure, low system water pressure, lockout by design, wrong reset curve or roasting return temps, high bills and short cycling. Almost none of them start at the gas valve. On a ModCon, think water first. ModCons in one breath. Efficiency lives below the 130-degree return. Outdoor reset earns it. Primary-secondary protects it. Combis scale at the plate. Condensate gets trapped, neutralized, and drained. And every year, Clean, inspect, and prove it with the analyzer. Next, reading the flame itself.